Hi guys, just Michael from ATL. This isn't just one of your sort of average how to cook a recipe videos. This is actually all about food prep. So what we're going to do is actually cook lots of foods at once so that you're covering yourself for the next few days. Today we are going to be making barbecue beef brisket, sweet chili chorizo burgers and some roasted veg. So that's 3 things covered for the next few days for you in your meals. So that's what we're going to get out of these. So I'm going to get right into it. What I've got here is the powder, the flavouring that is going to go onto the beef. We've got a kilo of barbecue brisket, beef brisket, sorry. So what we've got is half a teaspoon of onion granules, a teaspoon of mild chili powder, half a teaspoon of garlic granules, half a teaspoon of sea salt and some pepper. Put that all in, that's going on top of the meat. What we're going to do is try and spread that around both sides of the joint just to get that real flavour into the meat. After that, we need to make the sauce. Now this sauce is absolutely vital when it comes to the whole meal because we're going to be using this in our burgers later on too. So, got everything laid out here. First of all, half a cup of sweetener. This is saving you a lot of calories on using sugar. We've got light sweet chili sauce. I love this stuff. Tastes awesome, adds loads of flavour to your food. We are doing half a cup of that too. Sounds a lot, but this is going over a lot of food, it's going over a lot of meals, so don't worry about that. Half a cup of passata. Try and give you a little look at all these recipes, these ingredients as we go. Whack that in. We've got paprika, or smoked paprika if you can, but for the life of me I couldn't find it in any of the shops today. Again, we'll go for 1.5 teaspoons of that. We've got this stuff. This again isn't essential. Can't see it. Red pepper and smoked paprika rub. Absolutely lovely. Any red meat goes amazing with that. And mustard seeds. So we'll just put a douse of that. We need a spoon. I'm going to give this all a mix up. And there we have super fast barbecue sauce. So what we do from here, get the slow cooker whacked onto low. Half of this sauce is going over the meat and we'll keep the rest for our burgers. Put the lid on and that will be done in about 6 hours. So in 6 hours you can do a lot and that includes more food prep. So what you need to focus on now is getting the burgers on the go. So now it's time to move on to the sweet chili chorizo burgers. So what we've got here is a kilo of 5% mince. You can half that if you don't want to make as many, but I love these so I make a lot of them. A diced red onion. I use a hand chopper. Saves a lot of time, gets the onions a lot finer, which is great for the burgers. 70 grams of chopped chorizo. Got the use of our barbecue sauce from before. It's just so simple. It's unreal. Fire all the ingredients in together. So get that onion in, get the chorizo in there. Again, we don't need to use all of the sauce because we'd like to keep some of that for the barbecue beef later on. Get the hand straight in there. Mix it all up. Don't mind getting your hands a bit dirty for this one.
Okay, once that's all together, all it takes now is just to section these out into burgers, so...
Get a good handful, shape it out. Again, once you've done this you can add the whole recipe up, so you can know in MyFitnessPal how much each burger is going to be. I like making them pretty big because I'm a hungry git. Makes me feel like I'm having something I shouldn't be eating when I have these, which is always really handy when you're dieting. So we've got 7 burgers out of this. You could probably get 8, 9, 10 if you didn't make them quite as big as I do. I always find the best way to cook these is in a griddle pan, so we get that nice, keep the moisture in the meat. So we've got the griddle pan here, a little bit of dash of olive oil. Relatively low heat, and then we can get a couple of these bad lads on here, probably cook about 4 at once. If you wanted to cook more, if you want to get everything cooking at once, they do cook in the oven, but I just like the flavour a little bit more when we use the griddle pan. So I'll keep an eye on these and get them back to you. While we wait for the burgers and the beef to cook, we might as well get on with some vegetable prep. So I'm going to do some roasted veg. We've got green beans. Just need to cut the ends down on these.
I find it easier to grab them all at once. Chop that down.
Once these are chopped down, we go in the active fry. I like to use the active fry. Gets a bit of a crisp texture to the vegetables. Using the oven is absolutely fine as well. Couple of cooked beetroots, just because I love them, add so much flavour. And some baby corn, again just a real tasty veg. And tender stem broccoli, goes a bit like crispy seaweed when you roast it in the oven.
Tastes lovely. All I want to do then.
A little bit more olive oil. And get a bit of flavour in there. So I just like to use mixed herb, nice and simple. Get a good dousing of that over the veg. And a little bit of honey brings the sweetness out of the vegetables. Again, adds a lot more flavour to the dish. So give that a little mix up. In the active fry, maybe takes 20 minutes. In the oven, maybe a little bit longer. But as you can see there, what we've done is we've got 3 meals all cooking at once now, 3 parts of foods that are going to help you with your diet, all on at once. As you can hear the active fry that's buzzing away in the background. Instead of wasting time going and sitting watching rubbish telly, I've actually saved myself a lot of effort in the long run, and that's what it's all about, the food prep. Now it's just basically time to wait for it all to cook, and then we can enjoy it all as we go on. Lovely jubbly! Got all that flavour, chutzo's coming through, and our roasted veg is getting there too. Superb. Just a quick check on that beef brisket. You can see all the juices have come out of the meat now, it's just that little bit of sauce, we'll just be mixing in with that. It really gets the beef nice and tender. So another hour or so and that'll be ready to go. So that's the barbecue brisket out. It's been in the slow cooker for about 6 or 7 hours now. So just going to cut down into that. Should be nice and tender. Basically fall into nice, easy to cut, easy to chew pieces of tasty barbecue goodness. And that is exactly how it goes. Cut a little bit of that off. As you can see, still got this lovely sauce from before. And it tastes amazing. So, it's kind of getting a bit late now, sort of 7:30ish, but for what, about 10 minutes of preparation time, we've managed to get a whole probably 6 to 8 meals worth of food done, and that is basically what you need to do with your food prep times. We've got all that beef brisket there, got the however many burgers we get, 6, 8 burgers, and we've got all that veg as well, so that's how you do food prep.